EA's... Ooh, it is hot, hot, hot out there for this one. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here with a number of fans along with us. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Here's Ford on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Okay, you know he's happy about that win last week, but less happy about his performance. He went into the lab this week, there's no question about it, and studied those mistakes, those 2 interceptions, because he knows that's not sustainable for winning. And I love a line from Mike McDonald. He talks about the quarterback being the voice of poise. That means flushing those mistakes from a week ago and being poised to go attack today.
A flag's down as he stops.
Holding.
Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They go play action on first. Finds a man right side. So after their first offensive snap, we'll have a break in the action. One of the linemen in need of some attention from the trainers. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Got for big yards on the right side. Gets it to the 15. He licks it in for the touchdown. These guys take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Gets him on the in route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. 1st down. Now looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completes this one to Kraft. And this one does not go far. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. Dumps it off to his running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 7 brings up second and 17 at the 30-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Looking for a throw here. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on first down. The rush gets home, and they stick it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. Hits him on the out route.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. Begins his return at the 16. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
Running this one left. And this one doesn't go far. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's a throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys have taken the first quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 3rd and 4 to start out. This one taken in by Kraft. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Gets that money down. That 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. He's going to throw this one. That one's complete, right side. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He'll throw it. Oh, he loses the football. And the Saints grab it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. 2nd and 3. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And his guys double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Johnson with a return here. This return makes it up to the 25. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Hauled in left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing from the gun here. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Visitors 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Ford on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 48. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even.
And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And these guys double their lead to 14.
Visitors 14.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Johnson now on the return. And look at this return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Saints headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now. A give now from the gun. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Throwing now on first down. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Over the middle and gobbled up by Addison. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and throw it here. The back grabs it. It's a New Orleans touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. To throw here on first down. Finds a man right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd and 3 now.
At the 37-yard line.
One final shot before halftime. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll send you across town to the Creative Village in our studios for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are out in front in that one.
Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly. We're skipping right through to the starts of the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Pass play coming here. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Man, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The give here on 2nd. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Back to throw now. That'll be complete to Ford. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's able to push forward and get them to the 34. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They go play action on 1st. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Now hold on a moment, folks. You got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Escapes the sack. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. It is Cup, left side. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Saints back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And he'll get it up to the 27. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Oh, he's out of time, and they drop him. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Has his man. It's Addison. And that will not be enough for a first down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Saints' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Got to figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
2nd and 10 now. Catch made over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 39-yard line.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that couldn't have hit any better. That took the perfect bounce and went out of bounds at the 1. The Saints come marching onto the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll run now on 2nd down. He breaks the tackle, and that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Setting up a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Pass play now. Dumps it off to his running back.
The runner toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage too.
From the 37. Throwing the out route complete. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll run here on 1st down. And a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they take him down right along the 30. He only finds a window for 2, but for a 1st down. This time it's a passing play. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 13. Brought in right side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Saints losing by 7. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Now to throw. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that?
And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive stand.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could elect to just take the safety here. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Saints will get set to take over. 1st and 10 from the 41. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Now this offense ready to head back out. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.